Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
How do I really get my spouse on board here with budgeting? I'm 63 and she's 62. The both of us are retired, and it's she's not one for budgeting. She tells me that. She says, I don't like to budget. Okay. And I say, well, honey, how are we going to get through this? So that's my biggest question. How do I get her to buy in on this? We currently, like I said, we both retired, 63 and 62. We've been married 37 years. House, we have a mortgage of $1,450 a month. She retired and went out and bought her a new car, not a new car, but a different vehicle.
With payments?
And with a note of $1,300.
Oh, a month?
Gosh.
A month.
What is she driving?
For the next 5 years. So
what kind of car is this? I got to know what kind of car is worth a $1,300 car payment.
Range Rover.
Oh, boy. Is this the nicest car she's ever had?
Yes, but she's had nice cars as well.
Okay. So now you guys are stressed about money because money's tighter than ever as you enter retirement with no working income. What is your monthly income?
I think I'm stressed about money. Okay?
She's not.
She's not stressed because she's not dealing with it. She's relegated it to you, right? She said, hey, you handle the money, but don't come telling me how to spend.
Yeah, because she told me when she retired, she says, hey, I'm going to buy the car that I've always wanted.
There you go.
And you allowed that to happen.
We can get it.
You're complicit in this crime.
Is he?
Repeat?
You're complicit because you allowed her to do this.
I don't know if he did or not. I don't think he's got any control.
What did you say when she said, I'm going to go buy a $90,000 car?
I'm complicit.
Oh, George, you were right. I was trying to Lee, I was fighting for you, man, but now I can't. I can't fight for you anymore. I'm throwing in the towel.
Okay, so she doesn't want to get on a budget. She wants to live La Vida Broca over here in retirement. You're stressed out about it. She's not. Does she have any awareness that you guys are broke? Because clearly, unless you have some nest egg you're not telling me about, how much money do you guys have?
Well, the breakdown is we've got 20. I get a Social Security check of $2,300. She gets one of $2,200. She has a pension of $5,000 a month. Okay, and all of that, and then we got retirement accounts. 457. We got around $322,000 there. An IRA. I'll tell you what, when she has an IRA and I have an IRA, and we were just north of $3 million with our retirement accounts.
Amazing. So why are we going into debt when we have money to pay for all these things in cash?
Here's the deal. My house, because this is how we function. This is how we've been functioning for the last umpteen years. My house, I owe $300,000 on it. 20 years ago, I owed $70,000.
Oh.
Is this because of HELOCs and second mortgages?
Yes. We moved, yes.
And what'd you do with that money?
Spend it.
Okay, so we've had basically a spending addiction for our entire marriage that's never been addressed, even though you guys have done a great job still, building wealth.
Right, but this money has to last us for 30 years.
Have you done the math with her to show her, hey, honey, I know you don't like math and numbers. I'm just going to show you we're going to run out of money. We're 62. If we make it to 95, here's what's going to happen.
Yes.
Have you shared your feelings with her? Hey, honey, I'm scared. I know you're having a good time with this brand new car, and we make a decent income with all the pension and Social Security, and we got money in the bank, but I am not comfortable with our monthly spending with all these payments in our life.
We have never been able to solve a problem when it comes to money. It blows up every time.
So now we're talking about, honestly, marriage counseling, to where I would set up some marriage counseling sessions and say, look, this money issue has always been a problem, and a professional can help you all start to deal with what makes this stuff blow up. But aside from that, you're going to have to go back to work, my friend. You're going to have to pay this stuff off. If she won't, you're going to have to. You told George you were complicit. So if you two don't come together and figure this out, and even at that, I think you may have to go back to work, my friend. I don't have a feeling your wife's going to go back to work. I think she was like, I'm out, deuces, and I'm going to get this car. And I think since you're complicit in it, aside from the therapy here, I'm just trying to keep it real as if you were my dad or my older brother. And I'd say, look, you're going to have to deal with this. If you won't deal with it with her, then you're going to have to go work and pay this stuff off, pay the car off, and not allow it to happen again. So you got some options.
I roll over every time.
I know you do. I can tell.
And it sounds like this is not your first rodeo doing this, and it's not just with money. It's probably with everything.
Yep.
And so that's where I go. The money's just a symptom of a bigger problem. In 37 years, truthfully, it's going to be really hard to uncover these stones and deal with the trauma underneath. And so it's going to take some work. But I'm telling you, if you guys live to be another, 30 years, I'd want a marriage that's fun and a retirement that's fun and not one filled with communication where we can't even talk because it's going to blow up. She's going to be doing her thing. You're going to be doing your thing. I want more for your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope she does too. And so I would have a real come to Jesus, sweetie, this is a big deal to me. I need you to listen. And you be real honest with her.
Yeah, and I'd set up the therapy sessions. Do you think she'd go with you if you set them up?
I said, honey, let's go talk to a counselor. She says, no, I don't want to do that.
Oh, so we've been down this road.
Yep.
Does she shower? Does she brush her teeth?
Yeah.
Does she like doing those things? No?
Yeah.
You do them because it's part of being an adult. So she needs to understand that some things you do even though you don't like doing them. She's got to act like an adult instead of a child because she's 63 years old.
Yeah. I'm afraid you're going to have to go back to work, Lee, because you don't want to do the work on herself and on your marriage, so you may have to go back to work.
She's going to find more things to get payments on if you're not careful.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.